Hi everyone, I'm so excited to announce this is my first ever YouTube video and I just am so excited to be doing this. Yeah. So I look a little funny today. I don't have any makeup on because, well, one, it's very late, and two, I just wanted to do like bare face, my bare face, and then put on the makeup, so it's kind of like a little transformation. So today I will be doing a look with the Blood Sugar palette. Let me see. Right here. Now I don't have a camera or any of that good stuff, so I'm doing this on my phone, and I apologize if like the quality's a little rough or whatever the case may be, or if I sound a little quiet. It's really late, and yeah. So I just received this palette yesterday, and I did a look that I posted on Instagram and Facebook, and it was a look inspired by Lipstick Nick. She did this on Jeffree Star in one of his videos like months and months ago when this palette launched. Now, I love how the look came out. It was very, I don't want to say versatile because it was pretty like bright and intense and stuff like that, but it was more wearable than other looks. So I wanted to do something that I don't really do. I'm going to do eyeshadow and eyelashes, which is very natural for me. Because one, I never wear eyelashes, and two, I always have eyeliner on. Like, not bottom liner, but like top liquid liner. So I just wanted to do something more natural, you know? So I'm first gonna start all my makeup, well, not all of my makeup because some of it is spread out right here, but a lot of my makeup is in my little bag. So I'm gonna start with my concealer, and this is gonna be kind of a review of other stuff as well, because I just got some new makeup in. Like, I just went to Ulta today and got some new makeup. So I'm gonna first start by putting concealer on my eyes. And for those of you wondering what concealer this is the Makeup Revolution, let's see, Conceal and Define. It is a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape, like pretty much an exact dupe. And I'm just putting this on my eyelids. I usually like to do my eyeshadow first. If you are doing something a little bit more on the natural side, you don't have to. But I feel like it's just always a good idea in case there's a lot of fallout and whatnot. Because I know when I did that look the other day, there was, and I'm not complaining about the fallout, like everything's gonna have fallout, but it was a lot. It was definitely a lot. So I'm gonna take Glucose from the palette right here and just brush that all over the lid, just to act as a base and to set the concealer. Now I'm gonna take, if I can find my trusty brush. Where did you go? Here we go. So I'm gonna take the Morphe M504 brush. It's a very, very dense buffing brush. And I'm gonna dip into Sugarcane and Cake Mix. As you can see, it is pretty pigmented and powdery. Now, I will say this, the only problem I had with this palette was the bright red shade, which is Prick right here. I don't know what was going on with it, but it didn't have a whole lot of color payoff. I finally got it to work now, but at first I was having such a tough time with it. Now this is going to be a rather long tutorial, I guess, because I do not know how to edit or anything. I'm doing this on my phone, so maybe once I get like a computer and or I should say like a better computer and a video camera, then I will probably be better at editing and learning how to do all that. But for now, I apologize. So, what am I gonna do next? Here we go. So I'm gonna take this Morphe brush, another Morphe brush. I really like their brushes. They're pretty inexpensive, and I can just go to Ulta and just grab what I need. Another great brush company is BH Cosmetics. I get like their sets, and it's really, really good, and they're really cheap too. So this is the M441 brush. I'm gonna take Tongue Pop right here. It makes a little bit of ouch. I want to keep this on the more pink side, I guess you could say. And I'm just kind of putting that right under where we put our transition colors. So it just gives you like a really natural little peachy moment, as you can see. And I don't know what it is. This eye always ends up looking a little different than this eye. I don't know if you can really tell. If you heard that noise, that was my dog. He does not like to be woken up or staying up late. So he doesn't like that I'm doing this right now. So, okay. Another thing is I have hooded eyes. What that means is that whenever I look, you can see that my crease kind of folds over my eyelid, especially when I'm looking forward. So that causes a lot of eyeshadows to sort of disappear, I guess. So I have to bring my eyeshadows up higher than what most people do, just so it shows up. And plus, whatever I have on my lid will transfer onto whatever crease color I have. And I've tried so many times to stop it, and I've come to accept it because I just didn't really know what the deal was, and then I learned that I had hooded eyes, which is very common, so it's not that big of a deal. Now, you can leave it like this, and you can just put on your lid color and be done. But me, personally, I want it to be just a tad bit darker. I like a little bit more definition. So I'm going to barely dip into Intravenous, however you pronounce it, that dark, dark brown color. Like, barely dip into that. I'm going to put it on the outside of my eye. I'm gonna look up, or look forward, I guess, just to kind of really make sure that it's getting in there. Oh, and this is a Morphe M514. Alright, so I'm going to go back in with this brush right here and buff it in with whatever leftover eyeshadow it had on it. And just rub it in. Now, when I say that, to me, this is more natural than what I normally go for. That's just me. Now, I'm going to take Sweet Tooth, which is a beautiful peach gold moment, and I'll put that on my lids with my finger. I like to put lid color on with my finger. That's just me. I feel like you get a little bit more payoff that way. But if you want to use a brush with a little MAC Fix Plus, that is totally fine. It's whatever you want to do. So this is what the eyes look like. I'm going to do the fake eyelashes and all that later. Now I'm going to kind of move on. Now, normally I would do my brows right now. Well, no, I normally do my foundation, but I think I'm going to do my brows right now, just because I want to be a little different. So I'm going to take a little spoolie and just comb my brows. They need to be waxed like bad, like really bad. So I'm going to take the NYX Tame and Frame in the color, I think it's called Espresso, yeah. And just take a little angled brush. Now, I don't go for the full-fledged, like, Instagram brow, because I just like to fill in my natural shape and kind of be done with it, to be honest. That's just me though. Okay. Brows are on. They're a little bit thick, but I'll probably go back in and correct them in a minute. So I have three things I want to try. Well, let me rephrase that. I have tried it, but I'm just going to kind of like actually talk about it. And they're all L'Oreal. It feels like a little L'Oreal review, but it's just what I got. So I have the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Liquid Lipstick, the Lace Chocolates collection. And when I tell y'all, it smells so good. Like, it doesn't smell like the Too Faced like chocolate bar palette. Like, it doesn't have that like cocoa powder smell. It smells like chocolate mousse or something. It just, oh, it smells so good. And when I tell y'all, this stuff does not come off. It doesn't come off. Like, alright, let's see. I have a swatch on my hand right here. It's been on since 8 o'clock and it is midnight right now. And I've tried to scrub it off and everything and it's just not come off. So that could be a problem, but it also means that it's working. So now I'm going to take the L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base. I heard Jeffree Star say good things about this. Like, it's good as a primer. And it feels like it kind of has like a silicone base to it. Like, it feels kind of silicone-y. I'd have to look at the ingredients and see if that's in it. Which I like silicone-based primers because it fills my pores in so well. Now, it doesn't have the ingredients on here. It was probably in the bag. So I'm gonna go back in with my concealer. And I have like discoloration and pimples and stuff that I just want to kind of cover that I don't think my foundation will cover just yet. So and I'm just doing this on a Real Techniques Beauty Blender. This is just gonna kind of evenly even out my face because I do have a lot of redness on my face. So now I'm going to take the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. This might be a little bit darker than my face, but I kind of want it to match the rest of my body. And it's not terrible, like it's not terribly dark or anything. I mean, it looks like it, but once I blended it out, it was okay. I just don't bronze. So I like to blend out my neck first. Now, I tried this like years ago and I just did not like it. So I wanted to give it another go because I do like matte foundations. And so far I'm not hating it. Is it like super full coverage? No. But I mean, it's pretty good. And this was a favorite of Manny MUA's for a while, but I don't even know if Manny MUA is still gonna be doing YouTube no more. I probably shouldn't say that. But for those of you that don't know the whole Manny MUA and Laura Lee drama and all that, you can definitely look at all of the drama channels on YouTube because all of them have made videos about it. So yeah, I might have to go back to Ulta and get a different color. I don't know. I'm gonna just work with this. It's way darker than I thought it would be because I thought it would match me more, but I just didn't realize, I guess, how pale I am. So oh, but it's not terrible. I mean, it kind of matches me. Like, I would just rather it match my skin tone, and I think it is matching pretty well. Like, I don't want my face to be paler than the rest of my body. I just feel like it's kind of weird. So, okay. Conceal once more under my eyes. Oh Lord, is this the right concealer or is this the old concealer? I don't know why I still have this. I think this is the old concealer. Unless it is the new one. Oh, yeah. Old one. There we go. That's better. Now, this concealer, I just really love it. I think it's like $9. So it's like, would you rather pay $9 for a concealer that works just as well, if not better than Tarte, or $24? Because, I mean, it has the same doe foot applicator. Like, for those of you that have used the Tarte concealer, you know what it looks like. I mean, this looks the same, pretty much. And a lot of people have been doing reviews on it, and they seem to really love it, so who knows? I'm actually really liking this foundation, which is awesome, because the L'Oreal Lumi foundation, like, which is the same as the matte, it's just more luminous, I loved. Like, that was my go-to foundation. It was my favorite for a while. So I really wanted to give this one a second chance. And I'm pretty happy. Like, it doesn't look cakey. It dried down really nice and matte. I'm happy with it. So, woo! Spent $12 on something good. So now I'm going to take the Airspun. A lot of y'all know this. Patrick, this was... I don't know. I haven't watched Patrick's channel in a little while. So does he still use this? I think he still does. But as y'all know, this is his favorite powder. He always swears by it. Now, if you don't want this thick of a powder, because it is rather, like, I guess heavy. Like, it reminds me of, like, those powder, like that face powder that your grandma would use. Like, my grandma had this body powder, and it came in like the huge like powder puff, and she'd like put it right here, and it would smell like baby powder sort of thing. It wasn't baby powder, it came in like, I don't know what it came in, but I just remember her putting it on me, like if I wanted like to smell decent or something. I don't know, it's just, you know, so it's just funny how like certain smells remind you of things. I don't know. So I'm gonna take the Lunatic Cosmetics Lab contour kit. This was very expensive. This was like $70. But it is the only contour kit I use, because it has these really nice gray shades, and they just work wonders for my contour game, because it looks more like a shadow is casting on my cheeks and not, it doesn't look muddy like some contour shades do. I'm just going in and kind of buffing it in. I don't want to like drag it. I have learned that little tip from John McLean. I think that's how you pronounce the last name, McLean. I think that's how it is pronounced. He is the, oh my gosh, he is the best YouTuber ever. I think he's probably one of my new favorites. So I'm going to take this Milani blush on this old Sephora brush I've had for like years now. Just kind of, alright, so I'm going to take the Anastasia Sugar Glow Kit, oh Lord, and highlight my face. I'm going to use Butterscotch. Whew. Look at that shine. wanted to dip into a little bit of marshmallow. Let's try that. Oh yeah. Alright. So I'm going to take a really small brush like this, dip into those two highlight shades, and highlight my inner corner with them. Look how, and it just looks so good. Just take a little on the brow bone too. Why not? Let's have a really glowing moment today, guys. Alright. So now I'm going to take these faux mink lashes by Ardell. Well, actually, so I always make this mistake. I'm going to curl and put on mascara. I feel like that's the one thing I forget when I do eyelashes, because I just want to go straight into the lashes, and it ends up being a mess. Now you can totally wear this look with just mascara. I wanted to kick it up a notch and wear fake lashes. That's just me. See, it even looks pretty with just mascara on, but like I said, wanted to kick it up a notch. Now, where is my... Okay. So I'm really not used to fake lashes. Oh crap. Where'd they fall? Hang on, my lashes fell. Alright. So, like I said, I am not used to fake lashes. I never wear them, like, at all. So, this is kind of new to me. Like, I'm still kind of getting used to it. Now, let's see, where are my other lashes? I do have these really dramatic Vegas nail lashes that I like to use with, like, dramatic eye makeup, but I feel like since this is so simple, I don't want to use anything dramatic. Okay. See what a difference it makes when you wear lashes compared to no lashes? It just makes the whole look come together and pop. So, like I said, even though these are like not really that dramatic, well, it's really not dramatic at all. It's just weird for me. I feel like a different person. Where did I put the damn... Oh, I'm always losing stuff. Where did I put the lash gun? Here we go. I think these are probably like my favorite lashes. They're so pretty. I think the last lashes I cut too short, so they kind of sit funny on my eyes. And by the way, this is the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive with Aloe. I like that it has a little brush applicator and not just comes out of a tube. Alright. I am just so obsessed with this look. It's so everyday wearable and I don't know, it just, oh, looks so pretty. Alright. So now I'm gonna go back into the Blood Sugar palette. I'm gonna take this small brush again and just go into Cake Mix and Tongue Pop a little bit. And just sweep it over the lower lash line. You don't really need a lot of eyeshadow under the lower lash line to me. I feel like just enough. Alright. So now I'm gonna go in with a black waterline pencil. I'm gonna tight line as well. Oh, my eyes are always watering after this. I don't know what the deal with these inner corners are. Oh well, whatever, I'll deal with it. So, this is the completed eye look. Very peachy, very natural. So obsessed. Oh, so obsessed. So now, I'm gonna go with the Infallible Pro Matte. This is the color Candyman. And it's more of a mauve-y pink color. I feel like you can definitely pair any sort of lip color with this, like, you know, like a nude or a really like peachy pink, but I wanted to try this one out. So, this is the finished look. I definitely feel like this is going to be an everyday makeup look for me, especially at work. Don't mind my hair, it's like really nasty right now. Like I have to go back over and flat iron it because it's just... So let me give you a close-up. So pretty, so natural. I love the pinks, everything. It just looks so good. So thank y'all so much for watching my first ever YouTube video. I apologize for it being so long. Hopefully I can get a computer and a camera and all that at some point soon and edit and all that stuff. But I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.